Hey everybody, Mike here. I would like to surf one day. The only problem is that there's no good place to do it around here. They always make it look so easy in the movies, but Blue Crush has a nice touch of reality to show how dangerous it can be. I'll start off with that because this is still by no means a great movie. So Blue Crush is a 2002 drama directed by John Stockwell and stars Kate Bosworth, Michelle Rodriguez, and Sanoe as the three main characters. The film opens with Bosworth's character, Anne-Marie, wiping out and getting beaten to a pulp along the ocean floor. This experience blows her confidence and makes her not want to join this upcoming competition. She doesn't get sad and depressed mopey, just, I want to win but I can't mopey. From what I understand, she's stuck raising her teenage sister because their mother ran away with some guy to Las Vegas and left them behind. The sister is a reckless party animal with drinking and smoking habits. And the major issue this film suffers from is that it tends to do a lot of telling and not showing. We don't see the struggles that they go through, but are just informed about them. So the three girls work as maids in this extravagant resort, and get into a fight when these rowdy football players stay in the VIP suite and trash the place. In a really dumb scene, Anne-Marie passes by one of the football players, and he looks back at her, and at that point I said to myself, he's going to be the love interest. Sure enough, I was right, because Anne-Marie starts surfing again and breaks her board in half while the guy watches. He says, hey, I asked some of the guys where you'd be and they said I'd find you here, which is creepy as all hell. Imagine how that conversation must have gone down. He would have had to describe her appearance, and since nobody cares about her privacy or safety, they just somehow knew she would be at this exact beach. Since Anne-Marie and her friends are in need of money, they charge the football players for surfing lessons. They pick it up surprisingly quickly, even this one guy that looks like Fat Albert in a Speedo, which is a mental image I never wanted. So the creepy guy, whose name is Matt, is brought back to the hotel and he says to Anne-Marie, I know we agreed on 150, but I only got 40. If you want the rest, maybe you'd like to come up to my room. Instead of the sensible option, they go to his room and start making out before she leaves. The next day, the two of them start surfing at this local beach until some douchebags show up and try to kick them out. They're all like, well, I don't know why you're here. I didn't know this was a tourist attraction. So Matt punches one of them and he gets the crap kicked out of him. Yeah, what did you expect? Despite barely knowing each other, Anne-Marie and Matt spend the night together while Michelle Rodriguez gets pissed because Anne-Marie gets too frustrated and doesn't have the confidence to surf anymore. In kind of a bitchy move, Michelle compares her to her cowardly mother to force her confidence back. Would be nice if the audience had just as much context, but okay. She goes back to Matt, who is at this big party, and becomes sad because some girls called her a Barbie, seemingly behind her back, and she's all like, Matt, I can't do this anymore. I know what I want, but what should I do? And Matt says, I want you to be like the girl I met on the beach, who only wanted me for money. Okay, he didn't say that last part, but it is such a botched scene. Literally, the last half hour of the movie is about the surfing competition that was poorly built up. And of course, Anne-Marie surfs the waves and somehow gets a perfect 10. She doesn't win the competition, but she's featured in all kinds of magazines, and that's pretty much the end of the movie. What am I supposed to take away from this? I'm sorry to say, but this movie feels really drawn out, and that's a common problem with a lot of Stockwell's movies. I think the cast works well in their roles, but the characters needed a lot more screen time. The love interest feels like a forced inclusion because, while he does play a bit of a role, he is poorly implemented. Some of the shots look really cool, and the overall cinematography is alright. Like I said, the sense of reality gives some weight to the plot, but not enough to support the ridiculous padding. Either way, I'm glad I saw it, but I might not see it again. Up next is the direct-to-DVD sequel, Heaven Help Me. Take care.